This brutal scene was captured by a Ring doorbell camera, offering a chilling glimpse into the moments that unfolded just outside a woman's home. She had been walking back from a nearby friend's house, unaware that she was being followed. What she didn't know was that a man later identified as 32-year-old Lou Lamondra Meadows had been stalking her as she approached her front door. The attack happened suddenly. He assaulted her violently, overpowering her and eventually dragging her toward a waiting vehicle. The next morning, neighbors made a disturbing discovery. After finding unfamiliar items scattered in their yard, they reviewed their security footage. What they saw immediately raised alarm. The video showed the woman being attacked and taken away. Police were contacted right away, triggering an urgent search. Hours later, officers located the woman inside Meadows' home. She was found restrained and unable to escape. Authorities later stated that she was rescued just in time. Had the delay been any longer, the outcome could have been fatal. Now in the next clip, danger doesn't come from behind. It shows up loudly, without warning, right at the window. Quick interruption. If you're enjoying this video, why not hit that subscribe button? We're on a mission to hit 500,000 subscribers, and when we do, 3 lucky fans will win a limited edition CreepyVids hoodie or shirt. Right now, 61.4% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. It's completely free, and your support helps us make even more awesome videos. So, don't miss out. Subscribe now, and let's get back to the video. Now, this next piece of footage was recorded by a woman named Alicia on December 21st, 2023. It began with loud, aggressive thuds striking her window late at night. Alarmed and confused, she started recording. But what she captured was far worse than she expected. A man is seen repeatedly slamming his head into her window with force. When Alicia pulls back the curtain, he briefly stops, locking eyes with her in a moment of confusion, then resumes hitting the glass. The situation becomes even more unsettling when a passerby outside also records the incident, capturing the same disturbing behavior from a different angle. Fearing for her safety, Alicia immediately calls the police. The man continues his relentless behavior, seemingly unfazed by pain or injury. Moments later, officers arrive and physically restrain him, bringing the situation under control. Alicia later told police she had never seen the man before. Investigators determined that he was mentally unstable and likely under the influence of drugs. He was taken into custody and transported to the police station. Thankfully, Alicia was not physically harmed, and the man never returned. But the memory of that night, the sound of repeated blows against her window, and the realization of how close danger was, stayed with her long after the incident ended. But not every encounter ends with police arriving in time. The next case shows how quickly a normal return home can turn fatal. On September 27, 2022, what began as a normal day for 22-year-old Christian Sanchez ended in sudden tragedy. After returning home from work and parking his car, Christian stepped out, unaware that he was being watched.
I'm opening. What's your name? I'm opening. What's your name? Hold on, I'm opening. What's your name?
In a matter of seconds, a group of masked men rushed toward him, forcing their way into his home. The situation escalated immediately. From the audio, you can hear one of the men demanding his name. Christian hesitates, clearly terrified. When he does speak, it isn't to defend himself. It's to plead for the safety of the children inside, asking only that they be spared.
What's your name? Hold on, I'm open. Smoke. Compare with me.
There's kids in the house?
Yes, please. Hey, Robert, that's all I asked for, bro.
I don't give a f. Where's the money at? Where's everybody? I don't give a f. Where's everybody out?
Sheriff's Department! Sheriff's Office, County Sheriff!
Get over here. No. Get in the middle. Now. Now. I got nothing, bro.
Christian is seen at gunpoint, surrounded and overpowered as the men force him into his own house. What appears to begin as a robbery quickly turns into something far more violent. The intruders not only steal from him, they take his life. In the aftermath, investigators relied heavily on the camera footage. That evidence ultimately led police to identify and arrest 4 men connected to the attack. While arrests were made, the footage remains a stark reminder of how quickly an ordinary moment can turn irreversible, and how vulnerable someone can be in the very place meant to keep them safe. That case had clear perpetrators and a clear motive. The next one is different, because no one can say for sure what was actually there. A woman in Texas begins to feel uneasy. She tries to stay calm, but after a series of strange moments around her home, she decides to turn on her camera, just in case no one believes her later. And this wasn't the first odd thing she had noticed. For some time, her attention had been drawn to a small shed in her backyard.
The light is off. Everything is super tight locked.
According to her, no one ever goes near it. And yet, day after day, her dog would fixate on the exact same spot in that direction, staring with intense focus. At first, she brushed it off as nothing more than odd behavior. But then something happened that made it impossible to ignore. While she was outside playing with her dog, the shed door suddenly swung open on its own. Startled and unsure of what she was seeing, she slowly approached and began recording.
That was hella weird. There's literally no way that door just opened by itself. Y'all, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just... That door has a keypad lock on it. Like, and it's actually hard to get in. Dutch, where are you going? Don't leave me. There's like... What? Why did you just jump like that? Why did... Baby! Y'all, do you see her? What the f is going on?
What stood out most wasn't the door. It was the dog. The animal remained locked onto a specific point behind the open shed door, reacting as if something was standing there. From her perspective, there was nothing visible. No movement, no shadows, no explanation. And for many viewers, that reaction is the most unsettling part. Dogs are difficult to manipulate, especially when it comes to sustained, focused behavior. Whether this points to something genuinely unexplained or a detail we're missing, the footage leaves an uncomfortable question behind. Is this evidence of something paranormal, or is there a rational explanation hiding just out of sight? The last video raised questions. The next one leaves no doubt at all. Someone knew exactly what they were doing. The video you're about to see is a stark reminder that danger doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it's already behind you, quiet, deliberate, and waiting for a moment of opportunity. It's also a sobering lesson in how quickly an ordinary routine can turn into a near miss, especially at the one place people feel safest, their own front door. In the footage, a mother is seen approaching her home while holding her infant daughter, unaware that a man is following closely behind. As he enters the driveway, he pulls a mask up over his face, deliberately concealing his identity. The timing is chilling. His movements suggest intention, not coincidence. As the man closes the distance, the child appears to notice him, turning her head in his direction, while the mother remains unaware of the threat, just seconds behind her. By sheer luck and timing, she makes it inside and shuts the door before he can reach it. It's only later, after reviewing the ring footage, that the full gravity of what almost happened becomes clear. The woman immediately reported the incident to police. What they told her made the situation even more disturbing. There had been multiple reports in the area of a violent offender targeting women and children, and investigators believed this individual could be connected. People don't cover their faces at strangers' front doors without a reason. And in this case, a single moment, mere seconds, may have been the difference between safety and something far worse. Not every disturbing moment happens in seconds. Some unfold quietly, overnight, without the homeowner knowing at all. This next clip was shared on TikTok by the user named Equitality, and what she discovered one morning was anything but ordinary. When she looked out into her backyard, she realized someone had seemingly been there all night. Sitting among her garden was a man packing up his belongings, as if he had just finished a routine camping trip. He hadn't wandered through by accident. He had slept there. At first, the homeowner didn't fully process what she was seeing. Confusion quickly turned into fear as the reality set in. A complete stranger had spent the night on her property without her knowledge. She watched him quietly for a moment, trying to understand what was happening and whether he posed a threat. Eventually, unsure what else to do, she made a decision most people would hesitate to make. She approached him and asked why he was in her garden.
You are on private property.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And to be honest, I slept here on the...
I already figured that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, I get a little bit scared when there are strange men in my garden, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So what's your plan for the day? Are you moving out? Or?
Yeah, I just wanted to earn some herbs.
Yeah, okay.
And I wanted to go on.
Get you something if you need something.
It would be very nice if you could fill up the bottle with water.
You want some water?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thankfully, the situation didn't escalate. The man explained himself calmly and showed no signs of aggression. While that didn't make the situation any less strange, it did ease the immediate danger. The homeowner remained composed, spoke to him respectfully, and even gave him water. And after packing up the rest of his things, the man kept his word and left peacefully. What makes this clip stand out isn't fear. It's how unpredictable life can be. A situation that could have turned dangerous instead ended quietly, simply because both people remained calm. It's unsettling to think how randomly something like this can happen, but it's also a reminder that kindness and clear thinking can sometimes diffuse even the most uncomfortable encounters. Still, it's a moment no one expects to wake up to, and one most people won't forget anytime soon. Sometimes people notice something strange right away. Other times, the realization comes only after checking the camera. This terrifying video was captured by the home security camera of a woman named Sarah. Earlier that morning, Sarah had just walked her young son Lucas to school. It was only a 5-minute walk, something they did every day. The neighborhood was calm and quiet, with 2 nearby schools, one for younger children and one for older students. It was the kind of place where nothing unusual ever happened. That changed on February 26, 2025. After dropping Lucas off, Sarah returned home and locked the door behind her. About 15 minutes later, she got a notification on her phone. Motion detected at your front door. She opened the app to check the camera feed, and what she saw left her frozen. A man was standing at her door, staring directly into the camera, then peering inside, as if he knew someone was home. His behavior was disturbing, but what made it even stranger, he was dressed as a woman, in a school uniform. Sarah couldn't make sense of it. Both of the schools don't even have a uniform. Could this man have followed her home from the school? Police later arrived and collected the footage. But to this day, Sarah has no idea who he was, or what he wanted, so we might never know. And the same can be said about the person in the following video. It was December 14th, 2023, a cold winter night. Anton was fast asleep when his doorbell suddenly rang. Then it rang again, and again. Half awake and confused, he got out of bed and walked toward the door. Out of his window, he saw a man standing outside, someone he had never seen before. Alarmed, Anton grabbed his phone and began filming. What he captured next was pretty disturbing.
A weird guy rings my doorbell at 1 a.m.
What is it?
Didn't you hear me ringing?
It's 1 a.m. I was asleep.
I have rung at your door, 'cause my car broke down nearby.
Yeah. And? Hey.
I cannot hear you. Could you please come outside?
My door's right here. Can you come? Hey, calm down. I'm coming. Hey, could you please wait outside?
What's the matter? Am I scaring you?
I'm sorry, I don't know you and it's late.
So,
Yeah, what is it?
don't you wanna come out and help me fix my car?
I'm sorry, I'm very tired.
We can have a coffee together. You can make me a coffee and I'll share it with you inside together.
But I don't know anything about cars, so I'm sorry, I won't be of any help.
I don't think you understood well.
And then, he stopped recording. Later, Anton uploaded the footage to TikTok, hoping to share what he had experienced. What happened after that moment remains unknown, but the fact that the video was posted at all suggests Anton made it out safely. It's a chilling reminder. Never open your door to a stranger, especially not at night. And still, many viewers have doubts. Some claim the video was staged, a hoax made just to go viral. So what do you think? Real event or scripted performance? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're letting me know, we head straight into this next clip. It's a summer evening on August 13th, 2024. 35-year-old George arrives home from work. He's greeted by an unexpected sight.
He's coming.
Who's coming?
Anna, a teenage girl from the neighborhood standing on his porch in tears. She's scared. Her eyes keep darting behind her, as if she's being followed. George opens the door, letting a sobbing Anna inside, where his two young kids are playing. But as he fumbles for the phone to call 911, something disturbing happens.
Oh, my God! Oh, please.
Anna's stepdad breaks in through the back door of George's house. Terrified, Anna runs to the other side of the house, desperately seeking safety. Without hesitation, George stands between Anna and her approaching stepfather, refusing to back down.
Get out! What's up, bro? Get out! Of my house! Now! Now! Hey! Get tonight! Get back!
Then, in a blur of emotions, Anna bursts out of the house in tears. Meanwhile, Chase, George's older son, scrambles to call the police. And that's where the video cuts off. What happened to Anna and her stepdad remains unknown, but I hope Anna is safe. It's shocking to see how a young child could be so afraid of her own family, the very people who are supposed to make her feel safe. Seeing that level of fear in a young person is hard to ignore, and unfortunately, it isn't an isolated incident, as the next video makes clear. It was a quiet Friday night when Anton suddenly heard his doorbell ring. At first he thought nothing of it, but then it rang again, and again, rapid, urgent. Something felt off. Curious and unsettled, Anton grabbed his phone and began recording, unaware that what he was about to capture would leave viewers across the internet deeply disturbed. Let's have a look.
Hello?
Hello, I'm sorry to bother you, but there is a creepy guy who's been following me for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah?
Can I stay at your place until he's gone?
Yeah, come in.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
I just hope he didn't see me coming here.
Don't move. How do you say? Yeah?
Hello.
What is it?
I was out for a walk with my wife and
Yeah?
we had a little argument and I lost sight of her.
Yeah, and?
Have you seen a young woman by any chance?
No, I'm sorry.
25 years.
No.
Blue eyes.
No. No, sorry, bye.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Bye. Hey. It's okay, he's gone.
Outside, a woman stood frozen in fear. A man was stalking her, just steps behind. Luckily, Anton was home. His presence and quick reaction may have saved the woman from something far worse. It's a chilling reminder of how real these situations are. Women being followed late at night, predators looking for an easy target. But this time, the outcome was different. Thanks to Anton, this woman walked away safe. So, what do you think? Was this an authentic moment caught on camera, or just an elaborate hoax made for views? You decide, and it's also up to you to decide what to make of the following video. In October 2023, a man living in Fishkill, New York, was startled by a loud noise coming from the wooded area behind his home. Expecting to find wildlife moving through the trees, he stepped outside. But what he saw caught him completely off guard.
What the f are these things that keep flying around? They're disappearing.
In the darkness, two pairs of glowing eyes reflected back at him. On its own, that wouldn't be unusual. Wildlife often behaves this way at night. But what made this different was where those eyes were positioned, high up in the trees, far above where most animals would normally be. As he continued watching, the situation became even stranger.
This is like in the woods. There's been a few of them that's like they just fly into the woods and they fly back out.
The figures appeared to move rapidly, shifting positions in a way that felt less like climbing and more like jumping or gliding between the trees. What made it especially unsettling was how the eyes never stopped tracking the camera, even while moving.
It's looking at me. Jesus Christ, that is a thing. That's a I can hear it moving.
To this day, the man has no clear explanation for what he witnessed. He never saw the creatures again. And sometimes it's not what happens repeatedly that stays with people. It's the single moment that defies explanation and never returns. Just as what's happening in this next clip, it is immediate and unmistakable. In the early morning hours of October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple is seen returning home. The husband unlocks the door and steps inside. Just seconds later, his wife lags behind and turns her head. A man armed with a gun is running toward her. She reacts instantly, sprinting inside and slamming the door shut. The suspect reaches the porch moments later, notices the Ring camera, and strikes it repeatedly with the firearm, disabling the device. At that moment, a second individual can be seen nearby, confirming this was not a lone attacker. The couple had spent the evening at a casino, leading the wife to believe they were followed home with the intent to rob them. Fortunately, they managed to get inside in time. Police later identified the armed suspect as 18-year-old Al Hussein Doctor. He was arrested on October 26th and charged with multiple offenses, including first-degree burglary. He pleaded not guilty. Now, this next piece of footage was captured by a backyard security camera and has sparked a lot of speculation since it was shared online. Take a look. As you can see, a small figure appears near the tree line, moving in a strange, sideways manner. Many people believe it could be something otherworldly, even going as far as to call it a real alien caught on camera. Others, however, are convinced it has to be fake, pointing to the unnatural way the figure moves. At first glance, I think it does seem like it could be a setup. But at the same time, there's nothing visible that would clearly explain what's moving the figure or how it's being manipulated. No strings, no shadows, no obvious trick. Either way, it's a strange and unsettling clip that has left a lot of viewers uneasy. So, what do you think this really is? A hoax? Someone playing a prank on the homeowners? Or could it genuinely be some kind of unknown or otherworldly figure that briefly revealed itself by accident? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That footage raises questions about what might be hiding just beyond view. The next clip reminds us that sometimes the most unsettling moments come without anything visible at all. A man in Michigan was enjoying a quiet evening at home when a scream suddenly tore through the silence, a sound unlike anything he had ever heard since living there. Alarmed and unsure of what he was hearing, he grabbed his phone and started recording. Take a listen.
What the hell is that? Come on, girls, let's go. You hear that? That thing sounds close. Here, girls. Listen. Let's go. Sounds like it's getting closer. What is that, girls?
As the footage spread, theories quickly followed. Some viewers were convinced the sound belonged to a Wendigo, a creature from Algonquian folklore said to inhabit forests across North America. The Wendigo is often described as a tall, emaciated being associated with starvation, isolation, and the wilderness. In legends, its presence is sometimes linked to eerie screams or cries meant to lure people deeper into the woods. Others offered a more grounded explanation, suggesting the scream sounded like a woman in distress, a comparison that makes the audio especially unsettling. Several people pointed out that certain wild animals can produce terrifying, human-like sounds. Mountain lions, foxes, and even some owls are known to emit screams that can closely resemble a human cry, particularly at night. So, what do you think it was? A piece of folklore brought to life, a misunderstood animal call, or something else entirely? Whatever the explanation, hearing a scream like that echo through the darkness is enough to make anyone think twice about stepping outside again for the rest of the night. Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, click to see more on the video on screen.